and today we are playing FTL, and this is the third and final part, hopefully, of our three-part series of the Zoltan standard A layout of the first Zoltan ship, and we have been doing extremely well. We are getting close to the final big boss fight, so we've managed to get ourselves a dual burst laser level 3 loadout with a spare Pegasus missile just in case. We've also got ourselves a pre-igniter so that we can burst straight in, do maximum damage straight away, and I'm very pleased and happy with that. So we're going to move on. We've arrived at a shop. We've only got 3 fuel, so we've got a little bit to worry about. Taking a quick look to see if we've got any guys that we could buy, and we do. We purchased ourselves a Mantis with a bit of combat effectiveness. We now have 6 fuel, which is fantastic. That should see us a good part of the way through. We have got our Mantis, so we've popped him in next to our human guy to look after the doors. We've got plenty of space to look around and see what we've got before we jump to the exit of this. So something strikes you as odd about the moon on the surface. We check it out. There's nothing particularly interesting. That was exciting. Oh yes, entertainment with Whitestorm. Right, so we've got a quest to do left over from the last game. Oh, and we jump into danger. We have an asteroid field, which is actually kind of helpful. We've got our pre-igniter ready to go. We take down the shield, and unfortunately the meteors miss. Oh no, they don't. But the second one that comes in just before the reloads. There we go. We do a lot of damage. We take down the shields, really do some significant damage to that Zoltan, and we're doing extremely well. We've taken a little bit of damage from the meteor. We're gonna have to fix that soon enough, but luckily we've got our 4 shields set up. And we easily destroy, taking a little bit extra damage, which is kind of frustrating. But we gain 61 extra scrap. That'll be very useful indeed. The meteors should no longer hurt us, so I think hopefully we'll be able to place that extra scrap into our piloting system at some point in the very near future. First thing we do whilst the shields are protecting us is we're going to go and heal up our guys, nice and easy. There we go. Return them back to their various stations and continue on with our journey. So, we're going to go down to this nebula, I think. It's probably the best place to go. And that will delay them just a little bit, give us a little bit more time. I'm very much aware. What's this? Oh no, we just lost our rock crew member. Bloody hell. That is annoying. Just when we don't need to be losing crew members, especially one who is so capable on the shields. Right, we've got a... slightly annoyed by that actually. We've got a Zoltan guy, we've got the pre-igniter ready to go. We take down the Zoltan shield. They've got a beam weapon that's not going to bother us at all. Now they've only got dual shields, but they do have ion gun, so hopefully we can evade that for the time being. Got a 45% chance to evade, which is very handy. We completely destroy their shields and negate anything that they have. Next, we should really take out the piloting system so that they can't avoid us. Shields are holding up nicely against the dual pike beam weapons that they have. One from the... well, that was easy, wasn't it guys? Absolutely brilliant. Bit extra scrap. Perfect. I'm going to place one into our piloting system and another one into our engines. That'll do nicely. Gives us a little bit extra in the future. Now up to 45% evade. We're going to continue on with our journey. 1 fuel left. We are getting a little bit dire here. We're going to have to take out this Mantis ship very quickly, I think. Hopefully he gives us something. Right, we've completely destroyed that Mantis first go. Brilliant. They're reduced down to 3 crew members. They have a heavy laser that 1 misses and knocks us for 2. And luckily that firebomb, I think it was, failed to gain us any damage. We did that brilliantly. That was fantastic. I'm loving this dual burst laser setup. Absolutely brilliant. There we go. We've got an extra point there to go into our engines, pushing us up to 48% evade. And we come in just in time with the fuel available to get to the shop. That is brilliant. There's a few weapons there to take a look at, but we're not going to bother. We're just going to get the fuel to get us to the next area. That's fantastic. Fix up our ship and progress on to the beginning of this 2 nebula area. Two jump nebula. Oh, this is an issue. This is a big issue. We're going to have to do some power management here, I do feel. We remove our med bay, reduce down both of our shields. Our Zoltan shield should do for the time being. We're going to have to reduce things a bit further, I think. Oxygen we can do without for just the meantime, although we should really have it. I think we're going to have to reduce the shields down just a touch. I'm going to place an extra point back into our oxygen tanks just to keep us going, and we're going to send our Mantis up to defeat this slug with our other slug friend. Right. This should make things a lot easier. Now we've got both of our dual lasers going. They take significant damage to their shields. Could really do with sending our guys to the med bay. Of course, there's no current power to the med bay, so we're going to have to wait our time. Hopefully they don't use a bomb or anything like that and destroy our guys. There we go. Right, they've disrupted our oxygen again, which is not good at 96%. One more burst from our shields, we should be okay. We reduce down our engines to negate the factor of the slug attacking our Mantis fellow and manage to ward him off. Brilliant, he's going to recover easily, and we're going to jump out of here. We're going to jump straight to the quest, probably the safer option at the time as time goes by. Right, we luckily that we still have our missile weapon. This will cause some interesting events. Powered back up on our shields, fully powered up on our engines. That gives us our maximum evade. Our pause button coming in very handy. We take our shots, completely destroy their shield, sending both of their fellows through to fix that, and one down to fix the crew teleporter. Then target their med bay and the shield again and completely destroy them. That is very handy, and we also gain 2 missiles back in return, which, although it's handy, it doesn't matter, to be honest. We're simply hoping that we'll get to trade them at some point. Okay. A rock interceptor. Kinky little ship, looks like a cockroach. Right, we'll take out both their weapons and their shields. They have a flat gun, so we have to worry about that. Hopefully their shields will maintain a strong barrier against that. Can't see what kind it is. Looks like it's just the Mark 1. Right, they cloak just in time to negate some of our shots. We're going to target the same systems again. They fire a missile at us. Luckily we still have our Zoltan piece in the way, and that's fantastic. We accept their offer to negate any more damage, not that we have any at the moment. We've got one more jump before we need to exit. Right, okay, we have a pirate assault ship. This shouldn't be too much trouble. They have a very large missile system, so we do really need to stop them from using that. So we might end up taking a shot or two, but we have our Zoltan shield, so that's fine. Stop them from using their cloaking device for the time being, and they surrender. We'll accept that for the time being for an easy life. That's quite acceptable. Done well now. We've got 6 fuel, so we're good to get to the next area. We should instantly get fuel upon reaching the final area. Right, we take out their mind control device and we attempt to take out their weapons, but they dodge. So we'll take out their weapons again, and we'll take out an engine. That'll stop them from dodging. As soon as we're charged up. There we go. Their weapons are no match for our shields, and we easily destroy the auto bot. Perfect. Another couple of extra bits and pieces. We've got 270 scrap, so we should be able to upgrade our engines or whatever we need. Right, we have arrived at the end of the show. 10 fuel instantly, that's more than enough. Base is quite close to us. We've got a repair station that's in a good proximity, so we could use that as a forward position, or we could use that if we go a further step to fall back to. Pre-igniter coming in very handy. We take down a little chunk of their shields, which is a shame. To wait for them to recharge. Going to go for the weapons and the shields again. Should easily break through. The beam weapon coming to no avail. And we take down the shield a further notch. Next time we're going to organise a maximum barrage on their piloting systems. And we do that in short order. And this guy is a nippy little bugger, but luckily they've only got 3 hit points remaining. So we're going to take out the weapons again, just in case of any issues. And that is him, destroyed, fantastic. Another auto scout, destroyed. Got loads and loads of stuff now, brilliant. Right, we're going to place our slug guy in the shields. We should have done that sooner. We're not paying close enough attention, I guess. Right, we're going to place 2 more into our engines for maximum evade, 1 more into our doors, and that'll be absolutely perfect. We go on now to, I think we're probably going to choose, yes, we'll choose the one closest to our base. It's important just to get there as soon as possible. And we meet a rebel rigger, so we should really dispatch this guy relatively simply. Pre-igniter once again coming in handy. I can't explain that this is just the best loadout I can think of. It's taking a little bit of damage from their system, and we have an invader. We shall send our Mantis up there to go and tackle him. Might need to send our human up there as well. Have to just manage that carefully. Try not to get carried away and make any silly mistakes. Our pilot gets hit. Mantis is about to die. I was too slow. That is bloody annoying. Somewhat annoyed by that, to be honest. Continues to take out our sensors, but let's just deal with the issue at hand. The missile misses. We go in and finish off the ship. That then stops the drone control from transmitting to the invader, and we are down a crew member. That was poor. But we've made it through with minimal damage. We'll repair the breach. Put an extra one into our right. Go and heal them guys up whilst the oxygen refills. We've got maximum shields back again. That often happens because of the Zoltan self-powering mechanic. It seems to do a bit of jiggery pokery with your reactor. You just have to make sure you stay on top of that. We need to go and heal up our pilot at some point, and we're going to need to get everybody back into the correct position. So the pilot goes into the med bay, our human goes back to doors. As soon as he's healed up, I'll auto return all of our guys to their positions. And we're ready to go to base. And we arrive at base in good health. Perfect. Alright, so now that we've arrived at base, I think it's time to go straight to that repair station. And they've repaired our hull, given us a bit of extra bits and pieces. I think the next safe bet is probably oxygen. We'll go for yes, we'll go for oxygen. May as well. And we will place our extra reactor point into there. That will help with the refill, just in case of any breaches. And I think we'll go out to meet the rebel flagship, and we will begin our boss fight. So this is where our pre-igniter is going to come in very handy indeed. Try and take the minimal amount of damage. Pre-ignited weapons ready to go. He instantly cloaks, that's fine. Going to target his missile system to begin with, because that's going to cause the most damage. You may have to hit it 1 or 2 times. The missiles are just disengaged. You take 2 shots of the heavy laser, but that's alright. No damage done. Pre-aim at the ion system and once more at the missile system. And I think what we're going to have to do is take out the man in the missile system to stop him from repairing it. No, now this is the proof in the pudding here, guys. I'm very, very glad that I, in fact, put 2 marks into the oxygen tanks, because now I've got hacked on the oxygen tanks, and periodically he's gonna remove the oxygen from my atmosphere. So luckily, the refill rate is quick enough to negate that. It's almost like it was planned. Right, that man is dead, and we're going to target the ion system. Hopefully we'll kill the man in there. I'm not sure if we will. We're going to target that heavy laser. As soon as he decloaks. Still got the ability to return back to the repair station to get repaired, if we need to, but I think we're going to be safe enough for the time being. There we go. Taken out the heavy laser. We need to do that both one more time just to kill off the 2 gentlemen that are in there. And with that volley, it should, in theory, finish off the rebel flagship for the first stage of the boss fight. Once again, that second point in the oxygen system coming in very, very handy. The beam weapon does no damage. And there we go. First stage complete. And he jumps away in shame. Right. Let's go back to the repair station. We will be able to fall back to our base if we need to, so we've got that extra jump if we need. And this is the stage where the drones are going to really cause some significant damage. Same strategy is going to be used as before. Now there is not a man in that missile station, so we're able to take that out very, very quickly. We'll pause, regain our composure, and the next place we're going to take out is that heavy laser. So we do that in short order as soon as we're charged up. We've not needed to use our Pegasus missile, which is fine. And our extra 55% evade from upgrading our engines has really helped us out. We have a boarding drone coming onto our ship, causing a massive bit of damage. He's I'm quite happy for him to stay where he is, to be honest. That's him. Should be destroyed now. There we go. He's destroyed. Let's get them back to the medbay. Get them re-healed. We've taken out that heavy laser. We're going to target with both of our lasers their shield system. That'll cause damage. The drones are not doing too much trouble, and damn it all, we have an issue here. We're going to have to send our boarding drone guys to go and tackle the boarding drone. If they can keep him occupied, then we're going to have no delay, no issues with our burst laser. And the rebel ship's hit points are reduced enough for him to run away. And that gives us time to go and fix up our ship with the 2 breaches that we have, but we've sustained no damage, luckily. Put them back in there to fix up that breach, send them all back to the medbay. Happy days. We add an extra one into our sensors, for no other reason than shits and giggles. Do you know what? We're not going to do that, because we will not have it'll automatically assign the reactor point to that, and we won't be able to have full shields. My mistake. We will not do that. Luckily I've realised that in time and nearly pressed that button. Right, we auto-return our gentlemen back to where they're supposed to be, and we rush off to base. Now this is where they have a boarding party, and they can cause us significant damage with that boarding party. They also have a large super shield, which we'll need to negate as soon as possible, and I don't think our double burst lasers, even at level 3, will destroy that straight away. We'll have to give it a shot and try. I attempt to pre-aim at their crew transporter, but I doubt that will have any help. They fire off their missile system, which is rather annoying. I think we're going to have to deal with that first. Hopefully this time we will get some damage on there. There we go, we're able to evade and negate. Oh, and we have a mind control situation. I'm going to send our human to deal with the guy trying to break through, just to occupy him. We've got a breach, but we're not too fussed about that. We're going to leave it as it is. We've luckily upgraded our doors. I'm going to aim for that missile system one more time. And we have lost one of our burst lasers. That is bad, very bad. We have 2 of their people with us. It might be worth running away. They have only 2 left on their ship, so it might be worth running away, finishing off these 2 gentlemen. We'll just have to have a little think. Now, they now have 3 on our ship. Or maybe they already did and I wasn't paying attention. Right. There is nothing there. We can run away, deal with these people that are annoying us on our ship. He should be able to take them, but we'll add our slug to go and help him in the mid bay, just in case it's not enough. He has the speed to catch up as well, which is perfectly fine. And we begin to take down all of those invaders, leaving enough people on the rebel flagship not for AI to take over, because that is very important. Right, they can go and start fixing up the ship. First of all, we get the breach, then we're going to go and fix our sensors. Just let them heal up quickly first. There was another breach, I think. Was it in shields? I can't remember. As soon as we fix up... Oh, here it is. It's right there. Right, we'll fix up our sensors first. We may as well. We open the doors to allow oxygen to get in, so that it... try and negate the fact that the breach is there. As soon as they've fixed this up, go in, fix the breach, and then we will just auto-return them back to the... Oh no, first of all, we should really heal them up. We have to be conscious of that. We heal them up and place them back into their designated areas. Right, now that we've destroyed a lot of their crew, we'll be able to go back to base and be able to really finish off this this rebel flagship and hopefully win. Right, forgot to put our burst lasers back in. It doesn't matter too much though. We'll begin to take it down. They have the super shield back and the missile system, but they only have the 2 crew members. One more burst from the laser should sort us out with the missile system, which we successfully evade. And they have a power surge. It's the big super weapon. Causes a bit of damage, but nothing we can't deal with. Our weapons are not damaged, and we have 1 invader. We significantly damage their missile system, which is still the priority. We send our human crew member to go and fight him. We should be alright. Luckily it's just our engine guy that's getting mind hacked, and we destroy the missile system. And I was correct, our human crew member should easily be able to deal with the member, and he does, he in fact kills him. Absolutely brilliant. Begin to target the shields. Could really do with damaging that mind control system now, so we target that. Cause significant damage to it, which means we can sort out our engines, get everything back to working. Our young man is in the medbay, all charged and healed up. We continue to hit our shields. We use double lasers and we knock them down to only 2 hit points remaining, and their massive super shield has returned. That's going to delay us a little bit, but that's okay. And continue to pre-aim at the shield system, and it's just a matter of time. A few more bombardments and we should be through that super shield. And I think we have more than enough hit points remaining to negate any power surges. Okay, we've done significant damage there to the shield. We should this time be able to kill him, and then it should be happy days. There we are, charged. And boom, we have instantly achieved. We've got the Lannis cruiser, we've got the Mantis cruiser, and we've got a victory. Happy days. And that, guys, is how you win with the Adjudicator. Well, guys, I'd like to say once again, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.